I am Lenora Sase from my tour before. I've been talking about Pumpkin Day, Pumpkin Day, Pumpkin Day. I have my pumpkins here. I don't have any really big ones. Well, actually, this kabocha one is the biggest one I have. This is my favorite one to eat, by the way. But I do have a white one. These are little ones. The little orange one, the little orange. Okay. So I have these. And the question for my students is what's inside of a pumpkin? And most kids have been pumpkin picking and they know what's inside a pumpkin. And they're going to yell out, seeds. What's in a pumpkin? Right? And they're going to yell out, seeds. Which is exactly right. And with Pumpkin Day, what we do is we do a very similar thing that we did with the M&Ms. We're going to sort the seeds. First, we're going to look at the pumpkin, and we're going to estimate, well, how many seeds do you think are inside this little pumpkin? And the kids, third graders are funny. They usually say 5, 10, 20, whatever. And whatever they say, they write it down in their notebook. And I usually have a list of names of the students and whatever they say. This is a group activity. The first pumpkin that I'm going to open up is going to be the small one because I want them to get an idea of how many pumpkins might be in the small one. And then the next day, everybody has a pumpkin at their table that they're going to investigate. And after I cut it open, they dig the seeds out and they begin to count them. Another estimating, sorting, counting, and recording activity for pumpkins. One of the things that I know is that these little pumpkins are filled with lots and lots of seeds. So I'm going to open up the small one after they tell me a number. Let's say whatever number they say, 25, 15, whatever. Once I open up the pumpkin and we figure out a way to count them, which is also leading up to multiplication if we haven't started multiplication yet. And since it's October, in the third grade, we haven't started multiplication yet, but kids already know how to count by 5s, kids already know how to count by 2s, and kids already know how to count by 10s. So we want to guesstimate how many seeds. What's your estimation for how many seeds you might think are in this pumpkin? And whatever they say, I'm going to write it down. And everybody writes down their number in the book, in their notebook. And then we actually open up the pumpkin and count the actual seeds. So I just wanted to show you that I have a variety of pumpkins here. And yes, I did buy them. Specifically, my grandson loves pumpkins and stuff like that. But this one I bought to eat. This is my favorite right here. But the other ones I bought for my lesson to show the different kind of pumpkins. And I'm going to cut up, the next time you see me, I'm going to have cut up one. And I'm going to just show you the number of seeds that's possible in the pumpkins. And on top of that, I always like to find out more information about pumpkin. Is it a vegetable or is it a fruit? Because we eat it as if it's a vegetable, but because it has seeds, it's a fruit. And I give them information to read about pumpkins and what family they're in. They're related to gourds. And there are all kinds of pumpkins, variety. So I'm going to go cut this one open, come back, and show you how many seeds I got out of it. Yeah, that part. Because it's going to be way more. Third graders are always surprised. And the reason why I do that is because you think that's because the pumpkin is so little, it only has a little bit of seeds. Like, if prior to this, if we used to do an activity with apples, and lots of apples don't have that many seeds in it, and the kids are familiar because they eat apples all the time. But pumpkins are so different, and to know that every pumpkin has so many seeds, and each one of those seeds can bear a whole nother pumpkin. But I'm Laura Saste. I'm from my talk before. It's almost pumpkin day, which I used to do at the end of October. And I'm going to go and count these seeds and come back and let you know what I found. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. See you next time. Peace.